I said. There we go. What's good, everyone? What's up, Nya? What's up, Unicode? What's up, GhostMilk.sheep? Sheepy, as they say. What's good? What's good? What's good? I don't really have anything super planned today. I had some ideas before realizing that I'm too tired to carry most of them out today. So I decided we have 95 songs that we've yet to unlock on Extreme. And I'm not stopping stream until we're at least like halfway done with that number. Got some Panda Express and I'm once again dinner entertainment. Let's go. So anyway, we're just gonna play these just random of the not cleared over and over again. So fucking I have no clue what songs we'll be playing. It's gonna be comfy. That song, kind of annoying. Definitely not my favorite in the game. Anyway, what was I saying? Like I said, I had two ideas that I was going to try to execute today. I was either going to do Project Sakai, or I was going to do like a little challenge thing where I was going to be like, oh, stream doesn't end until I get 15 new perfects on Extreme. I didn't get home early enough to figure out how to do Sakai, because that is a mobile game. And I do not have the mental fortitude currently to do the perfects thing, because that puts me on the spot and I have to actually focus on the game. And I kind of just want to be comfy on Vocaloid Radio today for a bit. So, like I said, we're just gonna hit this random button and hope for the best. most of these songs I haven't unlocked because I don't actually enjoy them that much. But that is my music taste. Some of them are good, I'm sure. Some of them are bangers. I actually just saw one pop up on the right that is a banger. But, yeah, I really don't know what's gonna happen. But we're just gonna be comfy and vibe. And unfortunately, some of the songs are gonna be like that one, where they're actually kind of annoying and I don't like them. I do like this one though. This is a banger. I take back what I said. Actually, there are a decent number of bangers in here probably. I stand corrected. Yo, what's up, Mino Mieko? How's it going? How's it going? I did not even know you were streaming. I hope it went well. YouTube be like, doesn't notify me ever. What's up, Drill? What's up, Axeman? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. For those who are new here, yo, what's up, Starlight? I am Ezra Andromeda, RealCorp's fast and funny non-binary bird. Please use they, them. Am I winning? Kind of. I was gonna just play through the hard songs here and be comfy. Now that we have a bunch of people here, including the little one, I'm gonna do something impressive. So, fucking... what can we do here? What song do I want to play? I know what we're gonna play. Let's do it. This one's neat. Woo! Was doing the VTubers still watching things, so it was very unexpected. Oh hell yeah. We were just staring. Alright, what else can I do that's impressive? As if that wasn't enough. Wow, all the new people here. Do my favorite chart in the game. Hold on, let me do the thing. I need you to be... Is that correct? Yes. Had to think about that for a second. I'm not used to that menu. Let's do it, gamers. And we got the excellent, let's go, new record. Alright, let me fix my macros. Now I can play hard without people doubting my ability to play the game. Actually, I hear a song I want to play now that I've heard it. Never mind, hold on. Because this song is a banger. Now I'm just gonna get distracted from what I actually set out to do at the beginning of the stream. Oh no. Mie, what have you done? I'm so bad. Song's a banger. Haven't done anything. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. You probably did something. Alright, back to what we were doing. Alright, let's clear all the stuff we haven't cleared. This is a banger of a song. We're playing it. I love this song a lot. It's a very good MV. You ever hit 104% of the notes in a song? Mie, when are you playing Future Tone? When do I get to teach you the ways? Make you a master of this video game? When is that happening? Yeah, so the hold notes actually count towards your percentage, so you can get like more than 100%. It's weird. I'll explain scoring after this song, but pay attention to the hold notes. You'll know because they'll say hold. Rip. Rip the combo. You ever miss notes and still hit 100% of the notes? So anyway, what I was going to explain is the way the scoring works in this game is that you have the holds, which are optional. You have to understand that this is a port of an arcade game. So that arcade game has a controller where across the thing are the 4 PlayStation buttons. And when you press that button, it hits the note. So what it wants you to do is it wants you to hold that button. But the controller has multiple for each, because you can use the face buttons, you can use the D-pad, and you can map stuff to the triggers. So what I do You saw me do it earlier, but I didn't really talk about it. If I go down here and see that I have the 2 triggers mapped to all 4 buttons. So I can just hold that down whenever there's a hold and get a maximum of 5% more notes or score or whatever you want to call it, percentage. You also get a very minuscule amount for being at max health, but that isn't as important. It just kind of happens, but that's how that works. How the heck do you play rhythm games with a controller? Well, the game tells you what buttons to press and when, and you press those buttons. That is how you do it. That and put 500 hours into the game like I have. 500 hours is a lot of hours of pressing buttons. And like one of those rat in a cage experiments where there's a button, and when I press the button, juice comes out and it stimulates the happy chemicals in my brain. But instead of like juice or water or food, I just get Miku. I am trapped in here with Hatsune Miku. Are you really trapped in with Hatsune Miku if it's 500 hours? That's true. It might be more accurate to say Hatsune Miku is trapped in here with me. Or I need water. My voice is going. Where the hell is my water? Hold on. I'm gonna go get water. I'm dying. Oh, we're back. Sorry about that. I usually fill up my water bottle before stream, but I was a little bit rushed today. Ooh, my bad. Alright, back to comfy Miku time. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna fight Miku at a Waffle House, and whoever wins gets to keep my wrists permanently. Yeah, and you can see my percentage isn't going up anymore because I've hit the 5%. Glamrock Rin and Glamrock Len. What's up, Fori? Should we try to FNAFify Rin and Len? Is that what we're doing now? That's a good idea. I like that idea. Hold on. Where are they? I don't want to listen to that song while I do it. Hold on. Gotta be in here somewhere. Here we go, this is a good one. Alright, let's turn them into FNAF. Alright, Rin, do you have anything that looks like Freddy Fazbear? I don't know, this is kind of furry-esque. What can we do with, like, your accessories? Anything else? Not really. I feel like there's nothing really like 80s-esque, unfortunately. Or like, what do you call Security Breach? 80s or 90s? I want to play Security Breach. That's what I want to do. I've heard that game's not very good. And from what I've seen, that is absolutely accurate. But I don't know. I think it'd be funny. Gregory, we have to play Project Diva Future Tone to defeat Glamrock Chica. Two Mikus, what in the hell? They had Party Junkie, I'd die from the velocity of speed I'd buy the DLC for. They do have, I don't know if they have any DLC for the Steam version. I don't think they do. Hold on, let me pull up the overlay. I don't see anything, but I also don't remember how to do it. They do not have Party Junkie. RIP. I know like the PS4 version had like DLC packs. I don't think they do anything anymore like that because like they kind of just have all the songs now. I think they had to remove some because of some rights conflicts, so there are a few songs that just are not in this version of the game, unfortunately. But it does have a lot of songs. I mean, 257, that's a lot of songs. So it's hard to be that upset about it. There are definitely, like, I wish they'd put some newer songs in here. Because, like, they're good. Damn, you have opinions about this shit. What the hell? Now, I'm gonna say some things. Yeah, unfortunately not 100%. I wasn't paying super attention because I was trying to figure out, like, there are definitely some of the darker songs in this game. It's definitely not an issue with Project Diva as a whole. Because, like, Project Diva X, which I played, was it 1 week or 2 weeks ago now? It has Lost Ones Weeping. It has OTN, at least a little bit of it. It has Holy Lance Explosion Boy. The 3DS games had a lot of the darker songs, especially like the classic ones. Gumi at one point got our own rhythm game, actually. It's not like the Project Diva series shies away from that. If anything, I'd argue that the issue with Future Tone in particular has a lot less to do with Sega not caring about it, which is the perception a lot of people get, is that Sega doesn't care. And they don't. I mean, let's not beat around the bush here. They really don't, as long as it's making them money. But the fact is that this is meant for arcade cabinets. And I think there's legality issues because arcades can't really adhere to the ESRB or SERI or PEGI or any of the other rating systems, because I mean, it's kind of like either you restrict it to be adult only or you don't. And round one actually kind of treads that line. There's a certain point where you have to be 18, but that's also because there's a bar. And then there's another point later on where you have to be 21. So I guess that's when you could turn on like, oh, the Miku adult mode. You could play fucking I don't know, any of those songs we were talking about. So I don't have as strong of an opinion on it as some people. A lot of people are, I guess, a little bit upset about Future Tone. If anything, I just wish they would make another mainline console game because I like that style of gameplay. I like what they were going for with DIVA X especially, that just needed some refinement and more game. But this game does have a lot of bangers. Case in point, the fucking Outrun song is in this game. It's kind of based. Yo, what's up, Yuri? How's it going? Butts, indeed. This game does have them. Anyway, sorry for going off on a tangent. I just thought that was an interesting point of discussion and sort of just ran with it. Which is what streamers are supposed to do. So I guess technically I'm doing my job. Also, I would recommend you look into, I was talking to Zeri about this recently, actually. It's a game called Project Heartbeat that I'm gonna play on stream eventually, TM. Oh, maybe next week. I actually have a slot where I could, because I straight up just put a bunch of question marks somewhere on my schedule, because I genuinely don't know what I want to do that day. I just know I'm gonna do something. What's up, Zeri? I was talking about Project Heartbeat, the like custom Project Diva. It's like it plays like this, but also with some of the special notes from the console games, and it lets you make custom charts. So it's kind of just the best of every world there, because it just includes all of the stuff and none of the stuff people don't like. Because if there's not a song in the game that you want to be in the game, you can just put it in the game. So it's pretty pog. Let me hit you with the... Also, what's up, Zeri? Hope you're enjoying. Yeah, FC's on hard. It just kind of happens when I don't have things to talk about to get in the way of my focus. I'm like 200% certain that song is in PPD. Am I allowed to talk about PPD? Because it's technically illegal. I think it counts as piracy. Gotta go now. Alright, thank you for stopping in, and thank you again for the raid. Very based individual. Very small based individual. Have a good night. No, I'm talking about PPD. It stands for PC Project Diva, where they straight up just yoinked this game's engine, made it customizable, and let you put like MP4s behind the game. It's a very jank way of taking like just this engine, Because the thing about Project Heartbeat is that it's a bastardization of, not really a bastardization, it's they sort of just took a guess at how this was put together using like their own ability to make video games. With PPD, they're straight up just using Project Diva's code and playing videos behind it so you can do custom songs, which is incredible and also kind of genius because it makes it really low weight to run, because this game is very easy to run. Now that this is on Steam though, an interesting option opens up that I haven't messed with yet, but I know it's a thing, where they're taking this actual existing engine and modding it to hell and back. So I'm curious to see what comes of that. But ultimately it seems easy enough to just like remake this ground up. So I mean, any issues you have with it anyway really kind of go away when you can just like do whatever you want with the gameplay formula. Which is probably part of the reason they haven't bothered making a new game anyway. But there is like the other side of that where Sega has the rights to a lot of the music and regular people don't. So it makes it a lot harder to make like a full-fledged game. But you can do custom stuff. I mean, Project Heartbeat is basically just Osu, but with Project Diva gameplay. It's neat. I'm gonna play it eventually. What's up, Vez? How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. That's a sneak peek of the, what the Vocaloid karaoke I'm doing when I hit YouTube Partner is gonna sound like. By the way, reminder, that's a thing. So if you're not a part of VOD Gang, you should become a part of VOD Gang. You're a part of Live Gang, that's true. You did sit around for like 7 out of the 9 hours of the Cactus arc. So you're definitely doing your part to unlock a Miku karaoke night. I appreciate you, Nya. Also, you should be part of watching the video that I released yesterday, gang. It is literally 4 hours of silence, except for like the total 2 minutes of me making sound, just interspersed. Possibly the dumbest piece of art I've ever made, but it is a piece of art nonetheless. Ezra, I played solo queue yesterday for 10 hours. Why? Why would you? Oh god. You know when you have to sneeze, and then when you're like, when you hit the acceptance phase of the sneeze cycle, and you're like, okay, I'm going to sneeze, and then it goes away, and you're just like immensely disappointed at the lack of relief that that sneeze would have brought. That just happened to me. Anyway, what I was gonna say is that I want to make like actual video content. I know I talked about like the video essays I was gonna try to do. I'm currently working on doing research for my first one. And by research, I mean playing a game on my own limited time and taking notes and also recording background footage for it. But those take forever, so I'm trying to figure out what the hell else I can do that's not just like the dumbass YouTube shorts I upload every day. Or at least most days, definitely not every day. Yeah, vtuber act, man. Act birb. There is always not playing a game and forming an opinion. That's true, that's true. I can just look at trailers for a game and be like, I hate this game that's not out. Lamau. Get fucked. What was the favorite thing I read on Twitter? There was the Nakey Jakey video about The Last of Us Part 2. And I remember someone QRTing it, and it said something along the lines of, Nakey Jakey's video on The Last of Us Part 2 perfectly encapsulates my opinion of the game as someone who has not played it. And it made me laugh, because that's pretty much what that video was like. It was just, hey, let me condense everything that people have been complaining about into a video and not do anything else with it. Not to shit on him, I actually like the guy's content quite a bit, but that video sure did seem familiar. Ugh. Ugh. So I guess I could do that. Or I could do that as a joke. Make a little comedy out of it and make it funny. A little funny haha where I'm like, oh, game bad, Lamau. Speaking of game bad, Lamau, I'm very excited for Sonic Frontiers on Tuesday, and I don't care if people want to make fun of me for that. That game's gonna go hard. I simply cannot forsake my blue boy. The first video game I remember playing was a Sonic game. Sonic Heroes. Actually, no, that was the first one I had on the GameCube. The first one I actually played was Sonic Adventure 2. But anyway, it's a very big part of my formative video game playing years. So even if the newest Sonic game is very bad, I must play it. So I'm going to be streaming that on Tuesday. I don't know if I'll play the whole thing on stream. I probably won't, because I'll want to play it offline. But, I definitely want to try it out. It seems fun. I actually also really want to play Sonic Heroes on stream for nostalgia purposes. I don't really know if people would even be interested in watching that. I could just replay it on my own instead. Play every Sonic game? Shit, you right. Play every single one at the same time. I get one finger or toe per Sonic game. Endurance stream, all 4 stories. Unironically sounds like a really good, fun idea that I would enjoy. But Jackie would probably get upset with me for doing an endurance stream for free and not valuing my time more. Does it include last story? Is last story a requirement? Because I'm dog shit at the special stages. I'm like actually trash at them. I don't think I've ever unlocked it correctly. I think I've always had to cheat to play that part of the game. You know what would be really painful? A Shadow the Hedgehog full playthrough endurance stream. Now that would be suffering. But it's the kind of suffering I think I would actually have a lot of fun with. Take a shot every time you play Westopolis. If anyone has ever 100%ed that game legitimately, like literally every route possible, whoever it is needs to go to therapy years ago. Well, yeah, but that's the speedrunning world record. Like, they do bop boosts and shit. Like, they skip entire levels a lot. I don't know how to do all that. Truthfully, it'd probably only be like 10 hours. I might just do it. I think it'd be fun. I just don't know when I'd have time to do that, because there's a lot of other stuff I want to do too. Yo, what's up, Yudo? How's it going? You know, now you have me thinking, actually. I'm gonna wait for the song to be over so I can actually think about how I want to... Not really, I just want to be able to focus on what I'm saying and also read the chat. All right. So I am going to do at some point a thank you for 500 subs stream, and that stream is next week. Now my schedule isn't out yet. I haven't released it because I don't release it until Monday morning, so I have plenty of time to make last minute changes. And there's a lot of people right here right now. So I kind of want to ask about this. Would you all prefer the ASMR idea where y'all get to like choose the RP scenario? Because right now I only have one response on that, and it's trapped in the RealCorp theater basement. Or would you prefer if I did an endurance stream on Saturday? Because now I have wanting to play Sonic Heroes brain rot. Where was the poll? It wasn't a poll, it was just like you comment on the tweet with your idea, and then whichever one has the most likes wins. I probably could have made it more obvious what was going on there in hindsight. But honestly, like, it doesn't seem like very many of you guys, like the regulars, are even fans of ASMR, which is kind of surprising, because the impression I always get when I like ask about it is that I'm like the comfy streamer TM. And I mean, I am. That sort of lends itself well to ASMR in my mind, so I'm like, yeah, let me try that. That could be fun. And it is fun. But at the same time, can we drop a bunch of ASMR ideas in my Discord channel? Yeah, I could put those on there too, if that's what I'm gonna go with. But it seems like people enjoy me playing video games more. So what I could do instead, and I'm kind of halfway stealing this idea, but I don't know what it would look like. Because the thing that prompted this actually was I was watching someone yesterday do a charity stream where they were playing Heroes, and they had to beat the Dark Story. But if you donated certain amounts of money, you could kill him whenever you wanted. So he had to like jump off the stage. So what people would do, and I found it really funny, is that they'd wait until he's like 8 minutes into Final Fortress, and they'd be like, oh, you gotta die now, Lamau. And they'd make him game over and play the stage over again. Now there's no actual like built-in interaction, so it's a little bit hard to pull off. But I could do something like that, where there's like incentives where like, hey, toss me $5 and I'll do a thing. And now that I know people would be halfway interested in that, that would actually be kind of fun for me. Why haven't I done Mario 64 ROMs? I don't know, it hasn't crossed my mind. It's a good idea, there are some good ones. People have been up to some shit lately in that game, actually. But either way, even if we don't do like the incentive thing, because I know like, it doesn't need to be a donathon, I'm fine. In fact, that's a whole other tangent about how I feel about people donating to me, and how I really only care because I want RealCorp to do well, and not so much because I rely on this. I don't, clearly. Because I very rarely ask. The most I have is like a bot in my chat, and then I did like the endurance thing just because, yeah, why not? It did kind of well. So even without it, I think it would be a lot of fun to just play through that game. And I think I might do that. I think I might change my schedule to do that. And then I'll just make like the chat chooses an ASMR roleplay like a different thing. Because as much as I enjoy it, streaming is striking a balance between what I enjoy doing and what people enjoy watching. And I prefer it to be both, rather than me just making the funny haha noises into my mic for like some people to enjoy and other people to avoid because they don't like ASMR. Whereas me playing a video game seems to be a lot more like, woo, yeah, do more of that, woo! It's like fucking... What's that part in, it's that episode of SpongeBob where... I forget what's happening. It's... Squidward's putting on like a comedy show or a clarinet show or something. Yeah, the talent show episode. Squidward comes out and everyone's like, boo, boo, get off the stage. Obviously y'all aren't like that, but that's how the ASMR streams are in this comparison. And then SpongeBob comes out with like a mop and everyone's like, woo, yeah, woo. And that's what my gaming streams are like, I feel like. Y'all seem to like them a lot more. Which is good to know. I mean, it's not a problem. I hope I'm not coming off like it's a problem. I'm just talking because that's what streamers do. But it's a constant battle figuring out what I enjoy that other people enjoy. I'm gonna try things here and there, but that's a good idea. So I feel like I'm just talking myself into doing something I want to do at this point. I'm trying to justify playing the video game I want to play. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna fix my schedule up before I post it tomorrow. But yeah, that's that tangent. I'm gonna play more songs. But yeah, thank you for the idea, Nya. Thank you for planting the seed of my fucking mental destruction, because that game is actually gonna kill me. Emo Len song, Like If You Cried. Oh yeah, Rin's super dead. Rip Bozo, Pack Watch. Rest in Piss. Get it? Because she was yellow. Whoever made this song probably poured like their heart and soul into making it emotional. And I'm just sitting here like, Lamau piss. I feel a little bit bad, but only a little bit. To be fair, with the incest thing you're talking about, Nya, and them like doing that with Rin and Len a lot, the official like the people who made the character designs have come out and said like, hey, they're not like twins or lovers, they just kind of exist and look similar. I don't know if that's like a cover your own ass thing, it probably is, but It's more of a gray area for me where it's like, okay, they're playing a character here, it's fine. But it's still a little weird, especially when you can tell that the song is very clearly supposed to be incest, and then it's like, maybe stop, maybe don't do that, perhaps. Anyway, that was supposed to be a very like emotional, sad song, and instead we talked about piss and incest. So there you go. Subscribe to Ezra Andromeda for more of that, I guess. What's up? What's good? Oh hell yeah, this is a banger, certified hood classic here. Look at all the cats, bro. Look at all the cats. You love to see it. Wait, Nya, you're not a fan of Nya? Are you kidding? You know, like Nya? What the heck? It is in your name, my guy. I could make it even worse, and instead of doing Nya, I could just do meow. Just do meow at the end of my sentence. Like, you know, I'm just sitting here talking about the housing market crash and how that's relevant to the decline of the Hatsune Miku Project DIVA series. And then, you know, at the end of all that, it is the end of this very complex economical discussion about the impact of Hatsune Miku's effect on LeBron's legacy. Just throw a meow in there at the end, just casually. What the fuck am I talking about? I am particularly unhinged today. I don't even know half the words that came out of my mouth there. Meow. I do know that I said meow meow. Yeah, let me be a cute meow meow, you know, like a nya, you know, like meow. Do a little bit of like a meow. A little bit of like a raw XD, you know, like a little scene girl, like, you know, e-girl Ezra, nya. Raw XD nuzzles you. Oh whoa, what's this? I'm gonna jump off a cliff in Sims 4 for that one. Never give me a microphone. Yeah, Lois, this reminds me of the time I gave Ezra Andromeda a microphone and access to OBS. That impression sucked too. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm in gay baby jail for this song. Yo, what's up, Nya's alt account? Was good. Did something happen to your other one? Did you get like shadow banned? What's going on? What's the word? What happened here? Why did you morb? You went into YouTube Studio and changed the name? Oh, word. That's fair. Understandable. So it's the same account. Pog. Let's go. Is it time for VTuber activities to begin? Is that what's happening here? Are you going to morb into a mentally ill anime person on the internet? Oh, it's because of the Nya stuff. That's fair. I'm now gonna proceed to not use your new name just to mess with you. That's a lie. I would never actually do that. Even though it's technically not dead naming, it would still feel like it, and it would make me at least a little bit upset. We do not do dead naming here. Oh god, Vroid. Back in a previous life, when I looked way different than I do now, I had a friend make me a Vroid model. And in order for it to look good, only 5% of the work on the Vroid model was done in Vroid. And then the other like 95% of it was done in Unity and Blender. Which was impressive and way more than I asked for. But it really does speak to the quality of Vroid. Not to shit on anyone with a Vroid model, like I get it. It's cheap and relatively easy to learn. And you shouldn't need to like dish out a bunch of money to start being a VTuber. But all the same, like I really wish Vroid was just better for what it is, because it feels like it could be better without really sacrificing what it is good for. So it's kind of just a tragedy that it's not better than it is. Very cool idea though, very cool. The ability to just like make a 3D model and have it look halfway decent without much effort. Maybe I'll actually collab with that model at some point, because I never actually saw the light of day, so it wouldn't really trace back to my identity anyway. That'd be a haha funny, because it is a really good model. And I wish I got some good use out of it, but I never did. Who knows? Many things are possible if I stop being too tired and low energy and dumb to do the things I want to do. Share a few dumb. Corpos can be restrictive. That is a whole other tangent I could go on, and I am now going to because I'm done with the song. God, there's like a Zeki stream where we never play the video game and we just talk about interesting stuff. Stop being interesting, chat. You're making me lose my ability to play Miku. Don't, actually. I like having things to talk about. It's fun. I can't speak for most corpos. I've heard things about HoloLive, and they seem to be true that when compared to Niji Sanji, HoloLive is a lot more restrictive, but those are like the big players. But on top of... not on top of, outside of that realm, things are a lot different, I feel like. The corporations that tend to do well, though, I'll say, are the ones where the talents have observably more freedom. There are definitely some corpos where the talents start out and they're doing their thing, and then they hit on something that does really well, and then they only do that thing, and you kind of start to get sketched, like, oh, I hope they're not forcing them to do that for the revenue, because that wouldn't be good. And then it usually gets stale, and it leads to a lot of burnout, and there's a lot of internal trouble, blah, 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 etc., etc. All the things that corpos get a bad rap for. And I'd say the reputation is slightly reserved because of how often it happens. I won't name particular names, but y'all know the ones in particular that have been like hugely controversial. So I won't even bother getting into that. But What I will say is that RealCorp is not like that in the slightest, and I have a lot of respect for Jackie and Lauren and everyone else involved. And speaking for me in particular and why I'm here in the first place, I attempted indie VTubing very briefly before realizing that, like, doing the whole social media thing and, like, keeping up by yourself with, like, nobody else to bounce ideas off of, or, like, sort of, I don't know, I guess, like, having people to, I don't want to say steal ideas from, I don't know, build off of and grow together with, takes a lot of that effort off of you individually. Because, like, if I grow by 10% on my own, being tied to RealCorp, everyone else probably gets like 1 to 2% of that growth. Especially if I'm actively promoting, like, the other members of RealCorp, which I frequently try to do. I feel like I could be better about it, actually. But if everyone's working together on that, about, like, identifying trends, what to do, how best to do social media, you know, all of the things that about being a VTuber that isn't just being a VTuber, you know? RealCorp takes care of a lot of that and not much else, which I really appreciate. I'm never told what to do. I mean, my schedules are my own. We're given ideas, and that's it. I mean, we're given ideas. I've been told, like, hey, here's the things you should do to maximize growth if you want to do that. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take some of the ideas. And I mean, some behind the scenes stuff. I did want to do ASMR to begin with, but the reason I did it now rather than saving up and getting, like, an actual mic is because I was given that idea, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I am the comfy streamer. That would be good. And it is, and I'm going to keep doing it. I actually quite enjoyed it. But I mean, that's the thing. We're only fed ideas. If we don't do them, there's not any punishment. If we don't meet quote-unquote growth goals, it doesn't matter. I mean, we're here to have fun and do a thing. And obviously, I mean, making money and growing is a part of it. But it's long-term. We're not sitting here like, oh, we will debut and then we will be rich. And from what I've seen, that's the perception of a lot of other, like, corpos and even indie VTubers, that they get into it and it's like, oh, this is really popular. We're gonna make a lot of money and that's it. And it'll be perfect. Whereas Lauren and Jackie care a lot more about us having fun and doing well on our own terms first. Because then we stay enjoying what we do. Our content is good because of that, because we are enjoying what we do. And it's great. So there are corpos like that out there. And this is basically just a really long way of saying audition for the permanent RealCorp auditions. And I know some other good corps out there too. I mean, I'm friends with a lot of corpos as well, as you might imagine. And they all seem mostly happy too. But for the longest time, you'd have ones pop up and then die immediately because they're just like, oh, running a VTuber company is easy. All you have to do is have VTubers, lamau, and then it fails immediately because you actually have to do stuff to run a company. So that's my soapbox on that. I feel like I'm treading really close to possibly saying things that could upset people, so I'm gonna stop. But it should be no secret that I'm in RealCorp and continue to say good things about RealCorp because I like RealCorp. And that is basically the bottom line about the whole thing. I'm just trying to avoid saying, like, names or talking about actual examples. Because I don't want to be like, I don't want to be that person that's like, we are always better than everyone else no matter what. Like, that's just not a good way to be. There's a lot of ways that, like, I myself can improve. And obviously RealCorp being new is still growing. We're not like perfect by any means, and I don't want to give off that impression. So I'm just like, you know, RealCorp good. Good corpo. I know the YouTube ads did really well for like the debut teasers, especially like, actually no, it did really well for both. I'm gonna say like the new one, it did well on ours too, I think. And obviously it's not my job to mess around with it. Yuri has actual answers here. I think we were gonna try it out maybe soon, possibly. So it's not out of the question that my fucking scratchy ass bird voice is gonna be on your YouTube ads if you're not using ad blocker here soon. I actually don't know what the plan is at all, but you know, if you're ever like in the shower and watching crime documentaries and then suddenly you get to the end and the ad is just me, just like 5 seconds of me doing this, you'll know that we started paying for individual YouTube ads. You got access to the proper YouTube ad setup thing. Let's go. But yeah, YouTube ads seem super powerful if done right. So yeah, I know we're messing around with it. It's not, I'm not the marketing person though. I just click start streaming and be funny. And apparently shill for RealCorp. This is what I'm doing today. RealCorp's Pog, by the way, in case you didn't know. Ooh. This is the happy dance I do when RealCorp. This is how I be whenever I'm not streaming. What's up, cool Uncle Sip? How's it going? Free content for you, interview with the founders. I mean, if y'all are down, I'm down. As you know, I'm already kind of booked for next week, but like the week after we could actually do it. I actually feel like I do really well as like an interviewer. Like the type of shit that Iron Mouse does where she has someone on. I could probably pull something off like that. Probably not as chaotic though, probably more like a comfy vibe. Wait, people thought you got in? What? Did you sound like someone in the trailer? I guess you could have sounded like Eolite. Or Iolite. Fucking... That's weird. I don't know how to say his name still. Fucking ghost boy. Fucking Casper. Casper the unfriendly ghost. Casper the ghost I'm gonna shove into a locker. Okay, so I was gonna catch up. Interview with the founders, you're always down. Pog. How much longer do I want to stream? We started, we had 95, so we've only done 20 songs unlocked, bruh. That is not a lot of songs. It's fucked up. I wish you would get on Discord more, or at least like in places I'm looking, because I feel like I have not interacted with him at all. I'm gonna collab with him so hard. I'm gonna make him play Miku. I'm gonna sit there with a vacuum. I'm gonna like the Luigi's Mansion vacuum, and if he misses a note, he gets sucked up and put into a painting. You don't think he plays rhythm games? Well, he's gonna have to. Unless he wants to get Luigi'd. Oh yeah, Xander's notoriously terrible at checking Discord. Seem chill enough to answer this. I will answer most things unless I'm contractually obligated not to, or it will break TOS. Was it awkward when I first met my gen mates? Not really. But I feel like I'm also more of an extrovert than most people that do this sort of thing, so I might not be the best person to ask. But that's like if you're counting like text, like when I first joined the company Discord. But we did like a game night the first week or so that everyone was finally there. And that was over voice call. That was a little bit weirder, but it always kind of is. Part of it being because like people had seen my design and seen me like talk before I even joined VC. So I was sort of like, oh no, they're not going to understand the non-binary thing. And then everyone did, and everyone was super accepting about it. And it was like, oh, that's cool. I like that. That's awesome. So that was a big deal for me. But I feel like making it like a game night, we played like a little bit of crab game, or at least we tried to. We kind of just ran around in the lobby while Bond tried to get her computer to work, because at the time it kind of didn't at all. So we were waiting for Bond, and eventually we decided to just do the do Jackbox. So that was a lot of fun. Actually, Jackbox is always fun. I made one of the funniest, we played one of the ones where you have to do a presentation, which what game is that? Which Jackbox game is that we were playing? It's the one where you have to like make an invention to solve a problem. And you like draw it on a napkin and do like a presentation. And the one I got, it was something I don't even remember anymore. It was just really funny. I'm not going to try to remember because I'm not going to do it justice. We're just going to have to do a Jackbox night. I've been trying to push for that to get like... Actually, nope, Yuri, you're helping me make this happen. I'm voluntelling you for this idea. So when Wave 1 debuted, after the final one, we all hopped on a call and did a Q&A. I don't know if Wave 2 is going to do that, but after that, we need to get all 9 of us in a call Okay, all minus Zeki, because Zeki is untamable. Whatever. She showed up for like half a second to tell us she was getting Taco Bell. Anyway, after that, if they're doing it, and if not, just after the last debut, we get all 9 of us into a VC together, and also you and Lauren, maybe, and we do Jackbox. I think that is a thing we need to do after the debuts. And by think, I mean I am going to shout about it until it happens, and you're going to help me because I know you like this idea, because I know you. I mean, also, there's, what, 9 of us, and most of the Jackbox games are 8 tops. I mean, we know Zeki's not going to join because she's Zeki. So if we work under that assumption, then we have 8. And I feel like that's a pretty safe bet. So if Zeki shows up, we'll figure out something for her to do. We could also do a Mogus, but I know for a fact that Zeki isn't going to show up for that. But I just want to play Jackbox with a bunch of people. I think it would be fun, and I think that would be a good time to do it. Because then everyone can finally experience, like, the entire group's dynamic and how we bounce off each other. Because we are a really fun group. And I've kind of been suffering in silence, because, like, Rui and I have clown-to-clown communication. And I've not been able to collab with her because I've been waiting for Wave 2 to drop. And I'm so excited that she's finally being let out of gay baby jail, because we are like the same person. I've been streaming for 2 hours. I'm gonna get us down to where we have 70 songs left, and then I will call it. So I'm gonna start playing the game. Is this song related to Serpent of Evil? If it is, I never knew that. Neat. It did have the Princess Miku statue, that's true. It did have that. Oh god, no. Don't retry, bruh. Alright, 3 more songs. This is the astronaut song. This is the one where fucking Miku's husband blows up in a space station or something, I think. Because now I don't enjoy playing it because it's really slow. Welcome to Ezra Andromeda Show RealCorp, where we do nothing but make fun of really sad Vocaloid songs. Is the birb winning? What's up, Zenzu? You could say that. You know what I think would be fun torture? Reading the Five Nights at Freddy's books. Honestly, I don't hate that idea. I can workshop that. I've been doing a lot of talking for a rhythm game stream. I usually make it a point to do harder stuff, so I actually have to focus on it, but I've kind of just been like talking and chipping away at like the songs I have to still unlock. I'm kind of struggling with that on this. I've been able to pretty consistently talk through all the other songs, but this one's so slow that I'm just like, bruh. But with rhythm games specifically, I'm always like, oh yeah, I'll just play the music and it'll be like funky birb radio. We're going to listen to Miku serenade us into insanity with very brief tangents in between. But this time it's been like, let me play 2 songs and then talk about RealCorp for an hour, hell yeah. Which isn't bad. Yeah, I could definitely read the FNAF books. That would actually be really funny, because I have a lot of things to say about FNAF lore and how ridiculous it is. I'm going to be the MatPat VTuber. I'm going to become nothing but FNAF theories. It's gonna like rewire my brain reading those books. I'm gonna finish it. And I'm going to become Purple Guy. I'm going to fuse with Rui, and we are going to become the ultimate Purple Guy. The birb behind the slaughter. FNAF theory. Is Ezra Birb actually William Afton? But that's just a theory. A game theory. Woo! Fucking, that would be a trip. I'm not gonna do that, actually. I think I would really want to die in The Sims 4 if I started doing FNAF theories. Story narrations could be fun though, unironically. When I was a very young birb, I used to really enjoy like creepypasta narration. That's mostly a thing of the past, but it might be fun like when next Halloween rolls around. Like next October, like do one every day. Just as like a fun thing to do. Because I did play a few horror games during Spooky Month, but that was about it. I didn't really, like, do anything particularly fancy. We'll see how I feel about that next October. I probably won't remember. I probably will forego. But that's a banger idea. Bruh, Mirai was not gonna play FNAF. There ain't no way. She was scared by phasmophobia, bro. I want to run like Ezra's horror game exposure therapy. Where I get all my gen mates to play horror games with me while I like coach them through it. I really want to get like Xander or someone to play Madison. I think that would be fun. Because like horror game puzzles are kind of my thing. So I feel like I got through that game a lot easier than most people probably do. Not to tune my own horn or anything, but I'm kind of a super genius with 300 million IQ. But I want to get like Xander to try it. I really think it would be fun to get Mirai to do it. But I know how that would go. We'd get like maybe half an hour into the game and she'd just be like, no, I'm not gonna walk forward. And I'd be like, damn, all right, I don't know what to do for the next however long we were planning to stream. Which is fine. I mean, to be fair, if I was someone who got scared of horror games, that game would actually be terrifying to me. The problem is I don't, because I've played so many at this point and it's one of my favorite genres that I'm just like desensitized. Like really, I don't know that you could get a horror game to scare me. It'd be very difficult. But that's a very like me thing. That's definitely a skill issue on my part. I'm just built different. Or like Visage. That's kind of just Madison light. Because you're not really ever in danger in that game. That's a lie, you are in danger in that game a lot. But the puzzles are definitely a lot more intuitive. Most of the time. That's true. Outlast exists. I'm at a point in my life where I kind of just assume everyone has played or watched Outlast at some point. So I'm always kind of surprised when someone says they haven't. Then again, just since I've been in RealCorp, I've met 2 different people who have never played a FNAF game or even watched a FNAF game. And that's even more shocking, because that game is like everywhere. It's kind of a phenomenon. FNAF is mid. I mean, now that's true, but it was very revolutionary for doing what it did when it did it. I actually have a lot of respect for FNAF as like a series, with how like culturally relevant it's managed to stay without really doing much different, as well as just like sparking like a complete shift in the way horror games are looked at. That's gonna be the thing that like future archaeologists find. They're gonna find like a working laptop with FNAF on it, and they're gonna be like, was this some kind of religious ritual? They would host meetings online to talk about this weird robotic bear. Was this the god that they worshipped? Anthropologists are gonna have a field day with that one. Oh, I don't have respect for the direction they're taking it in either. From what I know of Security Breach, and from what I know of like what's been going on, it's just not good. It's kind of a train wreck. But it's like the series overall and what it did. Is great. Because even in games that like seemingly have nothing to do with FNAF, you can still feel the influence that horror games have gotten from it. It sparked, I feel like, a direction for horror games where instead of like, up until that point, it had been Slender the 8 pages, over and over and over and over again. Go place, collect thing. Sometimes even just go place. Looking at Outlast specifically for that one, I don't really like Outlast that much from a game perspective. It's good as like an entry-level horror game of that type, but it does a lot. It doesn't commit to anything, I feel like. All you really have is like, oh, go place, hide. And that's what a lot of horror games were. You're starting to see now a lot more like gimmicky stuff, which is good because it keeps games fresh. Like Madison, for example, I enjoyed FNAF a lot. Not FNAF. I enjoyed Madison a lot when I played it, because it wasn't just, oh, there's a boogeyman, hide from it while walking and reading notes, which is what a lot of games were prior to FNAF, where they're like, oh, let's make a horror game that is a game. And that concept kind of carried. Not to mention the renaissance of people suddenly really being nostalgic for Silent Hill and making Silent Hill type games, and also Resident Evil 7 bringing back that style of like action horror game. But like even that, I would say, is partially due to the fact that people wanted horror games that were also video games again. I'm writing this on my idea of video essays to make, actually, because I think I might be onto something here. I've got a FNAF game that's free, and it's an escape room one. I think you would enjoy it. It's called The Glitch Attraction. This reminds me of fucking... When do we get the Draconeer essays? Sometime between now and never. It's on the list. It's not the first one. That I'm gonna make. But it is one. Because I have a lot of things to say about Draconeer that I feel like have never been said in that style of video. Like, it's usually either just talking about, oh, this is a game, or it's like severely bashing it for the, like, the sake of the bad games on purpose are still bad games argument, which I agree with. But what makes me unique in that sense is that I don't think Drakengard is an example of it, but I simply am not prepared to talk about that right now because I'm tired. Speaking of being tired, I said I was going to play until we got down to 70 songs remaining, and we are at that point. So I think I'm probably gonna head out and do other stuff with my night, which is weird because I'm ending a stream, and given when I usually stream, I feel like it should be like 11 or 12, and it's like 6:30, which is weird. Pretty weird, but I don't know. I hope y'all enjoyed. We were I feel like we talked about a lot of interesting stuff, which is unique for my streams. I'm usually just like gaming and talking about the game, and we actually had like discussions and shit today. That was cool. A little something different. Would not have expected that to come up in a rhythm game stream of all things, but I like it. I want to do like a just chatting stream eventually where I just pick a topic and talk about it. But anyway, things to expect. Let me fucking do some stuff here. There we go. Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? We're on the just chatting screen. I almost never use this thing. Let me do a thing. I am going to make a thing happen. Schedule. Let me actually download it. That's the thing I should do. The fuck did I put it? I'm gonna talk about my schedule because I had things to say. There we go. Downloaded. We did it, gamers. Am I stupid? Oh, there it is. Got a motherfucking schedule. Woo! We did it. Took like 5 million years, but we did it. Alright, gamers. This is my schedule this week. A little bit different than usual. So Monday, November 7th, and just to be clear, this is not finalized. Things are gonna get moved around, and we're gonna get to that. But the first half of the week, pretty set in stone. Tomorrow I'm playing Mahjong with some homies. We're gonna shit post. Shit post it up. We're gonna get angry. We're gonna start VTuber Fight Club. By the way, look at this art. Look at this art of me sleeping on a seed in a bird costume. Kumomo is a legend for that shit. Kumomo VT. What a gamer. Drew this for free. And I love her. She is the bestie. Tuesday, Sonic Frontiers. Game releases. I'ma buy it. I'ma play it. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I think I'm just gonna do like the first bit. Like 3 or 4 hours probably. Just to do it. It's gonna be fun. I am excited for the game. A lot. Even though I probably shouldn't be. Because haha, Blue Hedgehog game bad. But I am excited for it. So that pushes Soul Hackers 2 back to Wednesday. Which is fine, we're still gonna do it, because I want to finish that game. Where I'm like committed now. I feel like we're like 3 or 4 streams tops from being done with it. Then we can pick another RPG, and that's pretty exciting, that's pretty pog. Thursday I'm taking off. And then here's where things are gonna get moved around a bit, and Yuri, you're probably gonna be getting a DM from me, because you have to actually do them, because I refuse to pay Adobe for PowerShop. PowerShop? What? Photoshop is the app, is the name of that app. Anyway, Friday is gonna be the because I have decided, well, actually I didn't decide it. I'm probably doing another collab that day, but the plans just aren't finalized yet, and I want to release a schedule so people know what to expect. So at some point on Friday around my normal stream time, something TM will be happening. And then Saturday, we're putting the 500 sub celebration. I don't know what I want to put there yet, so this is where I'm leaving it up to you. After I end stream, I'm going to be making a tweet on twitter.com, and it is going to be a poll. And the poll is going to be, do you want ASMR, or do you want Sonic Heroes Endurance stream? Courtesy of Indy or Nya in chat, who is a gamer with the best ideas of all time. That stream is assuredly not going to cause me to go insane. Don't worry about it. So know that if you vote for that, you are condemning me to a life of spiraling insanity, because that will be the tipping point. I will snap and I will give in to the voices in my head. For legal reasons, this is a joke. And if not, we'll continue on with the ASMR plan, and I'll put another feeler out for what roleplay people want me to do. But we'll see how the poll goes. And then Sunday, I'm super excited on Sunday, because on Sunday, I'm going to be playing Overcooked 2 with some homies. So we got a lot of collabs this week, which is exciting. I like people. I am an extrovert, like I said. It doesn't show when I'm like on stream usually, because I'm usually by myself and pretty low energy. And also even when I talk to people, I'm usually pretty low energy and quiet. That doesn't mean I don't like talking to people, I'm just weird. I don't really have much to say most of the time. Just be playing video games, but I enjoy doing that with people. I'm doing that with Cora, and then also Claudia and Benjamin from Tomo Pulse, which is very exciting. Because I have not streamed with them before. I've interacted with them before. I've actually played Valo with Claudia. She's a pretty based individual. And then Ben is just like a cool person all around. What's up, Heck? You've come in at the very end of the stream where I am talking about my schedule and some potential changes to it. But yeah, welcome. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you enjoy the like 20 minutes that I will continue to be live. Did I say 20 minutes? Like the 5 minutes. What the fuck is my perception of time? Anyway, yeah, so Sunday is going to be very pog. That's happening at 9 p.m. It's going to be cool, it's going to be dope, it's going to be based. And we're probably going to yell at each other. So we are starting and ending the week with collabs in which we are going to be getting angry at fellow VTubers. So, this is anger week. This is Ezra lets the demons out week, I guess. But yeah, that's it. I'll be dropping the slightly modified version once I know exactly what's happening. Just figured I'd talk about it because I already have most of what I'm doing, and it was kind of relevant to what we were talking about earlier. So yeah, look out for that Twitter poll. And yeah, that's all I got. I don't really got anything else. And unfortunately, until we get YouTube partner and unlock the karaoke, I cannot raid anyone because YouTube locks that feature behind being partnered, which is kind of lame, but it means I'm just gonna have to go somewhere. I will link someone in chat because there's a lot of people here and I'd hate to send you nowhere. So hold on. Anyone live today? Fuck. What are people's schedules today? If I can... Is anyone else streaming? Is anyone in RealCorp streaming that I can send you to? Again, I guess not. Alright, let me pull Twitch up then. See if there's anyone not RealCorp. Oh. Why is Nariko's? What the fuck? Okay, go watch Nariko. Go there. And then watch Zeki when she goes live. Zeki's pog. I'm gonna go bed now. Not bed, actually. It's not that late. This is screwing with me. I woke up early to touch grass, and it has made my entire internal clock weird. But yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow for Mahjong. So yeah, and I'll see y'all on Twitter in a moment. So yeah, peace. Thanks for hanging out.